Welcome in to our Division C matchup for the Nexus Gaming Series. We have on the left-hand side Zul'jin Distillery with a twit on your Garrosh, a Nutcracker Dahaka, Lead Brightwing, Ankle Shot Gul'dan, and Bifrush on your Hansoap. Right side of the map is Heavy Greg. It is a Randy Newman. Oh, I miss the Randy Newmans. I miss the team of all Randy Newmans, but that is in the past, and we are now in the present, as we have Chim Chim on your Malthael, Synthesis is your Vala, Corrosive Johanna, and Composite... Is it Composite Santa? Sure. Composite Santa will be your Tassadar. We got a level 1 prediction for your Vala. Krita the Hunter. It doesn't matter how much Gambit she has by the end of the game. It matters how many stacks she finishes when a core falls. 200 or more, 199 or less, get your gambles in. Max stacks are 300. Hanzo Q build. We have to talk about the gloriousness of Flawless Technique level 16 as Garrosh lands a Groundbreaker. Drag from Dahaka, and Vala is immediately deleted. Beautifully done. A nice alley-oop. Not sure if that sways anyone Twitch. What are these drags from Nutcracker? Dear Lord, that was like... That was beautifully done. I thought... Also, I thought there were more minions in the way. That's why I was so excited about it. But still. I actually thought they threaded the needle of minions. So we have Enhanced Agility Dahaka. Gul'dan will be picking up Regeneration Globes with the Chaotic Energy level 1. As I mentioned, target practice for Hanzo, auto attacks on our Vala. We have Laws of Hope Johanna, and Tassadar with the Shock Ray. Static Charge, sorry. Nutcracker cracking some nuts with those drags. Okay, all right. Well, I guess, you know what? You can have it. You can have it, Cordless. Thank you, bud. Appreciate your comedy. Also, the level 1 for Malthael is going to be your On a Pale Horse. So increase movement speed on that one. Little Essence pop by Dahaka. Being poked at by the Tassadar, but should be able to manage this wave pretty effectively. Peeking back into mid lane. Hey, Devastate, what's up, bud? Welcome back to the stream. You're in time for a gamble. By the way, Corsair has some amazing products, as they announced their Call of Duty, what do you want to call it? Oof, ouch, Johanna going down and bottom. They have like a Call of Duty, what do you call it when you have like a crossover with a company? I guess it's Call of Duty crossover, but there's some really cool stuff if you want to check it on the Corsair website. Exclamation Corsair! Baha, do I use your link for Corsair and then check out like normal? Yep, that is the way to get kickbacks. You have to access the website through my link and add to cart and all that kind of stuff through my link, or you know, via the access of my link, and then yeah, you're good. So if you were to use exclamation Corsair and then you were to go navigate through the website, it's basically your origin login to the website or access, I think is the way that it works. They got rid of promo codes over a year ago at this point. That's going to be a toss on to Chim Chim. Malthael trying to drain a little bit of HP off the enemies with the Soul Rip, and it seems to be working out. Ankle Shot gets ally tossed away, but Vala auto attack will follow. And that'll be a double kill for the side of Heavy Greg. And Greg's looking pretty light here. As Bifrush gets one delay, the Hungering Arrow almost takes down Hanzo. Able to get the natural agility over the wall. A slow from Johanna with her punish. The Hungering Arrow. And it's going to be fed this time as Synthesis does fine. 38th stack off of Garrosh and the kill. Is there a mousepad you like? So I use the MP800. It is gigantic. There's actually a new mousepad actually Corsair just released. But I just use their base mousepad, and I mean, it's just gigantic, but I like it. If you remind me after this game, I can show you on the website what I have. I think it's the MP800. I'm pretty sure it is. It is humongous. I'm actually going to make a video about it today after stream. I was going to do it yesterday, but I thought it'd work out better today because I have to take this mat off the desk for the painting stream. So since it will be off the desk, I can use it for the memery that I need to do. I'm actually gonna ask Corsair for one of those other mouse pads because I'm very curious to test them out because they have like this new like finish to them that's supposed to be like softer, like a softer mouse pad or something like that, or soft or squishier material. Gul'dan does trade in top lane, mage for mage. Apologies to miss the kill. We were excitedly talking about mouse pads. Lastly, the reason I got this one is because I do a lot of casting, so I like to have as much mouse pad underneath my arm as possible. Since I can now basically do this, and I'm still on the mouse pad and stuff. So, just having the extra, I don't know, coverage is easier for me as a caster. Anyways, my stuff aside, Hanzo continues going for the build that will inevitably be flawless. Phase shift from Brightwing, a little 1v3, Chim Chim, ally toss onto lead, auto attacks are coming through, the Groundbreaker, oh my god, I can't believe it, Malthael lives, no dive, or no pick onto him, woo! Soul Rip finding, Soul Rip deals 50% more damage to heroes if it hits only one hero, so the 1v1 earlier was sustaining a little bit more from that, but man, I can't believe it. I thought Malthael would be picked off in top, but it's still 3 for 3 in kills, 10 talents here coming up, and we'll take a look at that at the top of your screen in just a moment while the other stats cycle through the bottom side. Let's see, we got Black Hole, Blessed Shield, Rain of Destruction, Rain of Vengeance, Last Rites, and High Five. We could have Rain of Destruction, I doubt it, but 10 talents here on the left. It's gonna be Horrify, Dragon's Arrow, a Blink Heal, Isolation, and Warlord's Challenge. Bless Shield from the Johanna. I think it was more of a disengage tool right there. Iron Skin activated. Dragon's Arrow splashes onto the Tassadar. Some high fives from Lucio will be coming out right now. Rain of Vengeance from Vala getting a couple stuns. Malthael soul ripping into a few enemies, getting great sustain in this engagement with so many members clumped up like this. But the drain onto Malthael. The Lacerates goes onto the wrong target, I do think, and Dwit gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Vala, I believe, picking up her 100th stack right there. Might have been 50th, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll take a look at that after the stats at the bottom of the screen do expire. The Johanna goes down, the Black Hole out, and a drag from Dahaka finds the Vala. She will be picked off. It's a 3 for none, and we will have seed number 3 to the left-hand side. But that's 2 out of 3 to the members of Zul'jin Distillery. What's up, Turbo? Okay, so Chim Chim, another dive attack. Okay, this time he's definitely dead, right? They brought 4 players this time, and yes, Chim Chim will die. See, that's the difference. 3 minutes ago, they tried with 3. Didn't work out. They brought 4. That actually works out. Gul'dan, unfortunately, off screen will be taken down by the Vala. She is on 61 stacks, by the way, for the Twitch prediction. Yo, Slayer, what's up, bud? Or I guess goodbye, bud. Those tongues. There's a joke in that, but we're going to keep going with the game right now. Polymorph onto Corrosive. The members of Heavy Greg want this channel, and we have the respawn on Gul'dan just now coming through. Malthael starts this out. They can delay out the objective for Gul'dan to rotate in. Or, oh wait, hold on, Johanna. Tossed, Iron Skin afterwards. No Groundbreaker connection. A Warlord challenge is met by a huge shock ray. The Force Wall, the Black Hole. The Horrify from Gul'dan to create a little bit of space. That does push the enemies right into Garrosh, and he does fall. Gul'dan being hit with a heckload of slows. The phase shift from Brightwing won't come through in time, and now Malthael gets the mark. The Blessed Shield will not connect, and Malthael, with Lacerates available, unable to get a health bar down low enough to activate that heroic. But still a double kill for the side of Heavy Greg, and they pick up that second seed. Next seed will be Garden Terror to one of these two teams, and I'm thinking the members of Zul'jin Distillery are hoping that it spawns on their side of the map, and it is going to be doing so. It's going to be just above this camp right over here. As you can see on the minimap, that'll be the teaser location. Camps to be stolen away. 13 Talonteers here on both sides, skimming some of our talents. Dragon's Arrow into 3. Garrosh comes in. Warlord's Challenge is available. Gets the activation onto a few. DeWitt getting really low. The Last Rites is available. That will take down Garrosh, guaranteed. Johanna finishes up. Subdue. Tassadar falls. So does the Brightwing. The Hanzo picked off as well. It's 1 for 3, favoring the side of Heavy Greg, and they're looking light on their feet as Vala just rains in the auto attacks. Lucio, the real assassin of this fight, as that will be what we call a Finland. Slayer, thank you so much for that. Build that wall and make the enemy team pay for it. Oh, they paid for it with their lives. Thank you for the teeth cleaning as well. We'll do it after this game. I really do believe the members of Heavy Greg, they really took that core advice from when we played Star Wars Jedi Falling Over. They definitely cut tongue and look up. An easy cut tongue and look up. Force wall onto it. Indomitable activated, but still chunked down to 50%. Gets a couple heals from Blood Craze, or Bloodthirst, sorry. See, Garden Terror's pushing in. More damage onto this Garrosh. Force wall to block Hanzo from advancing. The toss onto a minion right there. I think that meant to be an enemy hero. Unfortunately, it gets the wrong target. Mid fort does go down. Gul'dan managed bottom, gets the phase shift, or the phase shift from Brightwing into mid lane. And Dahaka's handling top. Looks like I think there's an enemy hero up here pushing. Yeah, Chim Chim's right there within all of it. I was like, there's no way Dahaka's playing that scared up against just a Garden Terror. So double fort phase for the side of Heavy Greg as Dahaka's come in with the Dark Swarm to help clear things out, but a decent gap in the experience has formed. Malthael actually steps up a little bit more aggressive.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Dahaka checks the bush, and yeah, he has the enhanced agility, but doesn't look like he's going to be worrying about Malthael, just going to focus onto the wave in top lane. Lurker Strain level 4 to get a little extra damage onto the minion wave right there. Yeah, it does deal damage to nearby enemies. Okay, I was like, it's not a heroic specific thing. I didn't think so, but sometimes with Heroes of the Storm, you just never know. All right, Garden Terror has expired. We'll get the next seed teaser in... Oh, no, it's already there. There you go. I was going to say a minute or so, but less than that. It's going to be in top center. And for the time being, Heavy Greg, they need to consistently grab these. Can't give any seeds over to the enemy, as it's 2 out of 3 for the left-hand side for Zul'jin Distillery. 16 stacks on Laws of Hope, so Johanna's only increased that healing over 5 seconds, 25% of her max health. Current max health is about 5k. We'll just round on that number for ease. Hanzo level 16 about to come through. He's about to take the best talent a Hanzo can take at level 16. As Garrosh gets the toss, there's a Horrify, but I don't think it got the value they're hoping for. Also a high five from Lucio as well. Come on, Hanzo, make my day. Wrong talent. All right. Enemy throw onto the Johanna. She gets just absolutely annihilated by Gul'dan and Brightwing damage. Dragon's Arrow onto 2. We'll scatter off the wall. Hanzo's done with his level 1 now. Ankle shot. Gonna just turn around and start draining the life of the enemies because he was just getting chunked right there. Gul'dan is fine. 9 to 11 in kills. A Shock Ray almost take down. Oh, the Garrosh turned around to get a Bloodthirst, I do think. I think he was trying to get a Bloodthirst activation. Malthael, meanwhile, he's going to try and channel this. Dahaka's on his way. So Dahaka will get an interrupt. Hanzo is here as well, so no big deal. Isolation into drag. Malthael's giga dead. Last, are you talking bad about the best talent at level 16 a Hanzo player can ever take? Are you talking incorrectly about Flawless Technique? Horrify from Gul'dan pushes people away. As we do have a Force Wall from Tassadar. Bless Shield from the Johanna. Big Condemns. There's... What? Oh, I was wondering if there's going to be a Shield Glare to delay things out. Nice push off from Lucio with the Heavy Caster level 13. Condemn from the Johanna. Hanzo does go down. Lead will be picked off as well. And this Garden Terror phase does not look like it's going to get as much value as Zul'jin Distillery was hoping for, as these will be cleared out quite quickly. Take a look here into bottom lane as Dahaka is pushing things up. Okay, sorry. Just had to do a little bit of pruning of the garden. Had to get rid of some weeds. So the mid lane does find another kill into Garrosh right now. Our Tassadar will clear out this Garden Terror. It's going to say fort will not go down. Maltheo manages bottom. So no forts to fall here on the side of Heavy Greg. And once again, after an objective phase has expired, it is going to be Heavy Greg stepping into the enemy side of the jungle, if you will. A Blessed Shield into the Gul'dan. Brightwing comes through with a Blink Heal and a Soothing Mist. Big high five from Lucio. Or sorry, big push off from Lucio. High fives coming through as well. Shield Glare. Horrify from Gul'dan does push this isolated Vala away. And Gul'dan still falls. It is a 2-for-1 in this engagement. Garrosh just about to respawn from that gank in mid. Lucio did go down. Multi-shot onto Be-Free, just to be careful. Get a Be-Free, be careful. Anyways. Corrosive wants this kill. Shield Glare for the dismount. Subdue was done. Blessed Shield down for 15 seconds. Maltheo's gonna come through. Does he just throw last rites on? No, he doesn't even have it for 26 more seconds. Garrosh, like, just respawned. He goes down, and Dahaka, the lone defender in bottom lane. Our mid lane keep will fall. Right wing, Haka and Gul'dan to defend. As our next seed will be spawning. Bottom right of the map, 0 out of 3 for both sides. Chimchim's grabbed a camp and has a decent minion wave on the keep front gate. One arriving here in just a few seconds. This is a wonderful top lane siege. By the way, for our Twitch predictors, 196 stacks for the Vala. Believer's got to be sitting there hoping that she gets a couple more autos into the enemies, and she might find them here into this Gul'dan Brightwing, as that's a ton of damage. Vala gets the kill right there. Humongous Dragon's Arrow, but there's no follow-up available. No one wants to step in down the 20s, down the Gul'dan. And is this a push to just end right here, right now? Vala, over 200 stacks currently. Believers can rest assured that their channel points are safe. As now Johanna looking to push up these Siege Giants. Hanzo poking. Warlord challenge. Last rites takes down the Garrosh. Nice multi-shot burst down the Brightwing. Dahaka Hanzo to defend here, but I don't think it's looking very promising right now. Siege Giants are going to go ahead and end this map here. And we got map number 1 in Division C going over to the side of Heavy Greg. Alright, so, as I mentioned, Vala stacks are completed. Go ahead and rotate through the other stats, and we'll give you your Twitch payout in a second. Ugh. Rip my channel points? No. What? What? No, you bet correctly. It's 223.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Zul'jin Distillery with a Dwight Johanna, Nutcracker Blaze, led on the Brightwing, Ankle Shot Mephisto, and Cassidy will be played by B-Freesh. On the right-hand side, it is the Heavy Greg crew of Randy Newman, playing Tyrande, Chimchim on your Sonya, Corrosive May, Synthesis playing Tassadar, and Randy Newman on the Butcher. Twitch prediction. Hey, Saddle, you're just in time for a Twitch prediction. What's up, Memzad? Good to see all of you. Thanks for coming by the stream today. We got a Twitch prediction on the Butcher Meat. Exclamation gamble if someone can. Oh, Tyrande Sentinel. Oh, the first Sentinel is a double hit, and that does over 400 damage into Brightwing right there. Ranger level 1. The Sentinel got a double hit, so it's double GG. And this is the rules of the channel. Icing in from the May, Johanna activates her Iron Skin, able to back off just fine. Of all the Butcher skins, I know this one's like a reference to what, Diablo 2? Diablo 1? I am not a fan of that Butcher skin. I don't know, I just don't like the model design. You know what he looks like? He looks like a pale ginger with the freckles on his shoulders. It looks like me on a summer day. Just running around the beach yelling meat. Charge in, Force Wall from Tassadar, looking at Nutcracker. Blizzard from the May does lock down the Brightwing and the Blaze, and Brightwing does go down. A stack of meat over to our Butcher as Randy Newman may stack before we even finish up this Twitch prediction. Sentinel, Icing, Charge, Blizzard, Lunar Flare, goodbye Cassia. Shield glares from the Johanna. Check the camp. Find the enemies on it. No way she's going to step up. Doesn't want to try and take down enemy. Doesn't want to step in like 4v1 right there. First Punisher will be Arcane in the bottom lane. Shots coming out from our Mephisto with his skull missiles. And the Johanna, or the May is going to hearth out completely. And I completely forgot to do the Slayer for Redemption. Sorry, bud. It just completely slipped my mind. I got all tied up talking about mouse mats and tier 3 sub alerts. Well, I owe you after this game. My apologies. Again. Easy camp cleared for the bottom lane, or camp grab actually for the bottom lane. Tassadar, Tyrande grabbing top right camp. They'll finish this out quite quickly. Mana bars and health are looking good across the board. Johanna a little bit low, but I don't think she's too concerned about her mana bar. Charging from the Butcher. Iron Skin will be activated at the end. Look, 94 meat for our Butcher. I mean, he is doing really good. I mean, this is we're not even 3 minutes in, and dang near half of the meat's been gathered so far. Brightwing gets hit with a Ranger or a Sentinel right there and gets chunked by like 900 damage almost. Man, that's a lot. Like, the Ranger hits are insane from this Tyrande. Phase shift from Brightwing to help out some of these health bars as we get into our first objective phase. 7 talents here are going to be slightly faster for the right-hand side. If a dive onto Butcher can be achieved, this will be huge for Zul'jin Distillery to eat some of those meat stacks or reduce some of those meat stacks. A jet propulsion from Blaze creates a small window for a few friends to back away. Cassia looking to get out of here as well towards mid lane. Mephisto jumps in with the Shade. A couple Skull Missiles, 11 to 18, currently in Skeletal Defenders as more Shock Rays are coming out from Tassadar. This is looking good. Johanna steps up with the Condemn. Butcher charges. No, the spear from Sonya. There'll be an activation of Iron Skin. Butcher charges in, trying to take someone down, but that will be Brightwing to fall. Butcher at 126. Ankle shot so low. No snowball to be thrown from Corrosive. Oh, the Sentinel hit.
A singular strike.
I gotta know. Dang, 287 overkill, and that's a reset on that Sentinel, which was thrown out once again. Almost hit the Johanna there. I don't think it would have taken down the Johanna in the end, though. May have just interrupted the Hearth and gotten some damage onto her. Beautifully done with that Owl. Siege continues in this bottom lane onto the fort. Sonya rotates over to mid. This will be our Punisher clearing out bottom lane fort, and our Siege does... Oh, another Sentinel. Bottom fort's down. Looks like the Arcane Punisher will be left, and they're going to rotate over and grab camps. 145 meat for the Butcher. So 10 talent here, almost here. We'll cycle through the other numbers. Sonya did go into the Hurricane and Whirl, or the Life Funnel. Upgrading that Whirlwind so if she does get stunned or also gets the extra heal. Short little distance spear for extra fury. Iron Skin activated just as Randy Newman on the Butcher will connect. We do have that Sins Exposed level 7. Does reduce the healing by 35% and can sustain that duration with auto attacks onto the target. Oh, that's insane, Ninja. That's one of those moments you gotta go back and clip. Like, you gotta boot up the replay and open up OBS and just record that. That's insane. Nicely done. Leap, Lamb, we got a Black Hole Avalanche, and the Starfall from Tyrande as our Sentinel heads up north. No connection onto the enemies. Mortar Punisher will be grabbed for mid lane. Oh, you would? Oh, if it wasn't an AI game? Okay. You know what? Still cool, though. You still did it. You still did it. There was just no one tilted at the end. Leap into... Oh, my God. The Lamb was on Cassia, actually. Avalanche to push back a few enemies into the Starfall. The Black Hole as well. Butcher is just chopping up the enemies. And meat achieved. 6 minutes 43. Okay. Well, to Division C, you don't give Randy Newman Butcher. Nor do you give Randy Newman Tyrande. For those listening, these are two different players, but they are both Randy Newman. Technically, we're all Randy Newman. So we have our heroics on the left-hand side. Finally, it's 8-0 in kills, and this Butcher, as I mentioned, fully stacked. Durance of Hate, Ball Lightning, Bunker for the Blaze. We'll see Blink heals, and Johanna, what is she considering here? Falling Sword for maybe some CC relief? No, she's going to be going to Bless Shield to lock people down. Pops that immediately, the Durance of Hate onto a few. That's a really good Durance of Hate. Ball Lightning comes out as well. Butcher goes down. No stacks to be lost as he was already fully stacked. Tyrande picked off. Leap from Sonya. Tried to create a little bit of space for the allies to back away. But this Black Hole from Tassadar is thrown back. And Sonya goes down as well. Corrosive trying to get out of here. So is Synthesis. Camp was stolen away by Heavy Greg. And only a triple kill will be achieved. But hey, you know what? That's 3 more kills in this mid-game that'll allow that experience gap to be closed. And look at that. 3 to 8 in kills. But look at the experience difference in heroic kills. Only about 400. 404, actually. God dang, that does a lot of damage. Butcher charges in. Iron Skin activation, and Brightwing's the one to go down. The Lambda Slaughter activated onto the Fairy Dragon. Avalanche Ramay finds the Mephisto. Half a second stun at the end. The jump propulsion from Blaze is big. Ball Lightning broken off. Gets a couple bounces, a little bit of volleyball back over to Arcasia, but it does seem with the Brightwing dead, they're going to leap in, they're going to go for more. We've got that Harsh Moonlight reducing the movement speed and damage of the target, hit by Sentinels. Cassia fends into the flank. It seems like the priority is going to be back onto objective. Sonya continues with the Ruthless level 13 for her Whirlwind build. Brightwing's here. Butcher charges in, but there's no 13 talent. Big Jet Propulsion, Condemn. Nice punish onto a few with that Sins Exposed. Randy Newman having that health, or that healing reduced by 35% for a few moments there. Chim Chim takes a bit of a fend right there from Cassia. The Punisher being pulled back into the objective pit as Skull Missiles rain out. Randy Newman sniped by B. Freesh on this Cassia with the Lightning Fury. Beautifully done on that. Butcher charges. The Punisher jump. It's all going to be canceled out by an Iron Skin of Johanna. She throws back a Blessed Shield into Synthesis. We're done with that attempt. We have Mephisto diving out, but Butcher is gonna zone. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Sonya leaps away before the jet propulsion splash damage comes through. Wow, I thought she was dead, but beautifully timed. And that'll be 4 to 9 in kills right now. And Punisher in mid lane, working on keep front gate. But I think that's all that this Punisher will be able to hit right now. Heavy Greg still in the lead as another Sentinel will be thrown out. Blaze gets hit by that. I was curious if it was going to hit Cassie and how much damage it would do. But she doesn't get hit. Punisher's cleared away. And the keep front gate does not go down. Still finally remember the Dota 1 match from my Malfurion. Malfurions in Dota! Killed the same Juggernaut 3 times, none of which was aiming for him, but just popped on cooldown from to oh. Kind of wish I played more Dota back in the day, so I'd have better knowledge of it. The only real knowledge I gained in Dota was from when I played a lot of Underlords, because Underlords used a lot of the characters, the mechanics, the specials, the items. So I learned quite a bit about Dota through Underlords, but I've kind of pushed that information out of my brain with StarCraft knowledge and other game knowledge. Oh, I do need to make we have a sub goal for a, of course we have to hit this sub goal first, but there's a sub goal to cast the Dota International like it's Heroes of the Storm. We did that last year and I think people enjoyed it, so I thought it'd be fun to do that again. And because TI starts up like next week, I think. I just love watching this. I love the scale of it all. It's always exciting for me. Iron Skin, Phase Shift, Corrosive's able to get the icing away. We tried Dota on the stream, but people just weren't crazy about it. And actually, to be honest, people have been most, like, looking at stats and stuff, people are actually kind of into Deadlock. Like, the Deadlock viewership has been pretty okay, so we are going to continue to add that into our schedule, because I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Oh yeah, Dota production's insane. Dota production's insane. Hot's best, and yes, Underlord's best auto battler. I backed and neglected. I backed the neglected horse in both genres. Yeah. To be honest, you know, the reason I got into Underlords over TF2 is because of just the ability to play my phone. I don't have a laptop or a tablet or anything like that to play other games off stream, so being able to play Underlords like post-stream on the couch with Bandit, like that was the reason I got into Underlords over TF2. If TF2 was on mobile as early as it was, I would have focused on that. But you know what, Turbo? I did the exact same thing. I sunk all the time into HOTS, and I sunk all the time into Underlords, and I'm starting to see a trend here. I'm starting to see a trend here with my esport choices. Maybe Deadlock's a horrible choice. Maybe Stormgate is. We'll find out in the future. But I still love HOTS. I mean, I love casting it. That's why I do that multiple times a week. Hey, what's up, Turbo? Good to see you, bud. Bye, can you predict some... You know what's funny? I've actually predicted a couple good stocks, actually. Condemn from the Jahan, as we do have Endurance of Hate coming out as well. We got a Charging from the Butcher, big leaping from the Sonya. Starfall from the Tyrande is absolutely going to moidle this entire team, and Butcher is just going to chomp up this buffet of meat, as that is going to be an entire...
Team kill!
Sonya Tassadar getting a pentakill for their team. Butcher at 260 meat. He'll start pushing up the wave. Sonya focuses on the objective. The rest of the team actually going to join into Butcher pushing up this wave through bottom onto the keep front gate, which has already had a sidewall and one tower taken down. My dad does a lot of stock stuff, so like sometimes when I see things, I'll mention it to him, and he's like, oh, you know, I'll look into that. So like AMD... we bought into AMD pretty cheap. We bought into NVIDIA pretty cheap. We both invested into GoPro, which I don't think did very well. I invested in some meme cannabis stocks because they were like literally pennies, and I was like, hey, if this ever takes off, it takes off. But if not, I've wasted... I think I spent like $5 total. It was very, very cheap stock. But I was like, you know what? If it works out, it works out. If not, I have lost $5 in total. I won't be losing sleep over $5. I mean, my dad got into Disney before Disney was Disney, you know? So, my dad's got the market knowledge. He kind of sees through the miasma of it all, so I trust him. If he gets all excited about a stock, I'm like, all right, cool. Yep, I'll put some money into that. Because we do have Mephisto going down, leaping from Sony to amplify this double kill. Butcher did have a Lambda Slaughter activated, charging onto the Blaze, lands the connection. One more auto attack is enough. And Butcher Meat currently at 290. Not sure if he'll get that 300 threshold because they're going to focus in on Decor. And this will be Heavy Greg looking real light on their feet, as I mentioned, taking map number 2 in this Division C matchup. GG, well played. A quick 2-0 to the side of Heavy Greg. I read Dan Cashew. I absolutely read Dan Cashew, and I was like, who the hell is Dan Cashew? I know who he is.